call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Let's start with Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul was recently waived by the Phoenix Suns.
Damn.
He was doing an interview with the Pivot Podcast, and he was talking about his 10-year-old daughter being teased.
It's tough on me, but I think it's probably even harder for the people around me, right? Especially my wife. My wife is the one who has to bear those late nights, those I can't sleep, and my kids. Like, my daughter is the sweetest soul you'll ever meet in your life, but she's at that age now where at school, kids talk crazy to her, right? So she had a little boy, whatever, at school that said some reckless stuff to her. It was like, your daddy ain't never gonna win no championship, right? And my baby is she's special. She'll hold it together there, but when she got in the car, she called, and she was upset. And I had to have that conversation with her and talk to her, and tell her, like, baby, some people talk and some people do. But that's part of it. It's tough, man, but can't nobody ever be harder on me than I am on myself.
Now, and I love, first of all, salute to Chris Paul and salute to everybody at the Pivot, Ryan Clark and Fred and Channing. But is that being teased, or is that just the facts of the matter right now?
Well, he said his daughter was not being bullied. It was just teased. He said, listen, kids will always be kids, and my daughter was not being bullied. It's definitely not that serious, and trust me, she is perfectly fine. Laugh out loud.
That daddy not going to ever win a championship either.
No.
But I'm mad Chris Paul didn't teach his little girl how to roast back.
Yeah.
But we don't know if Chris Paul's still playing. He still has the potential to win a championship.
He got a chance. Your daddy don't.
That's true.
That is very true.
That is true.
As a good father, he should show up at that school and play basketball with everybody except for that little boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the pettiness I would do. That's the pettiness I would do.
I would bring shoes and sneakers and bags.
But like you said, something that you said that I think that every parent should do. I did this with my kids. You got to teach your kids how to roast.
Back.
So when it's ever a situation like that, they got to line up. Bang! That's where your mama drive a Toyota. Yeah, bam! That's
those are envy insults.
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Your daddy got 6 or 7 Ferraris.
What's wrong with a Toyota?
Like
my bad.
And ain't nothing wrong with a goddamn
This
Toyota.
is the
coming right off the top.
car you can buy.
Right.
I want a Cressida right now.
They don't make it anymore.
That's what I want. I want
If
the
we
old
just
school.
drive through the school and look at all the parent cars, yep.
But not on the real though. You should teach
On
your
the
parents.
real.
Yeah. No, you should teach
said
your
on the real.
kids. You should teach your kids how to roast, just in case in situations like that.
I think roasted is something that's in you.
It builds character.
Not on you.
But that was something light.
I don't
Your
know if you
dad
can teach
never
it.
gonna win a championship. Like
That's just sports talk.
that's
Like that to
sports
me, that
talk.
ain't teasing.
who cares?
That is teasing when
my
you're a
daddy done
10-year-old
made
kid,
so
and that
much
sounds
money
like
out
something.
the NBA.
And that sounds like something Charlamagne would have did when he was a
No,
kid.
it's not, because that's a whack insult, because he could still win a championship. You wait till he retired to say your daddy ain't never won no damn championship.
Oh, you would have waited.
Yes.
Oh, my
It's
goodness.
too early to use that one now.
Now let's talk about Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda said he's done with rap.
No, listen, I don't want to talk about no rappers no more. You know what? They're all disappointing. I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be a rapper no more. Let me look into the camera. We don't want no awards. We don't want to be associated with you guys. Rappers doing all, they all do the same shit. They be capping, they be lying. That's the new rule. Before we talk to rappers, we want to see these childhood. You know, or you're rapping first thing, because you got these kids. You got these kids following you guys, you know? And when these kids are following you guys and you're rapping about these lifestyles, it's in danger. It's very detrimental. You know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous to the communities that these little kids think that is going on, that you did not even live. I think rap's supposed to be telling to go from negative to positive, coming from poverty to going to riches or stuff like that. That's why I don't listen to rap. Only time I listen to rap is when I'm in the club.
I don't think
the same dude who said he been selling crack since like the 5th grade.
Yeah, I don't think he should insult rap, because we wouldn't know Bobby Shmurda if it wasn't for rap. You know what I'm saying? Rap is the reason we know Bobby Shmurda. And I love Bobby Shmurda's energy and his personality, but I feel like the public isn't really receptive to his new music.
Yeah,
like they haven't. Music? Yeah,
I think rap kind of stopped messing with him first.
Yeah,
I think so.
And he just reciprocated.
Yeah. They haven't really been rocking with his new music since he been.
But he sound happy though, you know.
He's very happy. Yes, very. I love that about him.
I don't know. I think hip hop gonna always love Bobby Shmurda because he got a amazing story. He went to court and he held it down.
Story.
And
Caught up
he
body
did
about a
something
week
that
ago.
you don't see a lot.
Oh, especially nowadays. Think about how rare it is. Now think about how many people we've seen rappers turn informant now. So he held it down.
Now, he held it down, and he came from the mud. He tried to bring his crew up, and he did his time, and then he had an opportunity to get less time,
right.
And he didn't snitch on his man. He stood tall, and he had more time because of that.
But you do realize the coach don't reward you for that, right? And what I mean by it is he's been home, He's been putting out music, but
And they
people ain't really been rocking with him. So what's the reward for being a stand-up guy?
But I kind of understand what he's saying, like people crashing out, like these kids listening to the music and they thinking that's cool. So I understand that part of it.
Or not even that. What he was saying is a lot of these rappers are not haven't grown like that. They don't do those type of things, and these kids are actually following them. And a lot of these rappers ain't about that business.
But they don't need to be at this point. Look how many great rappers we have lost to being about that. Like we lost Bobby Shmurda to about that life.
But I think he's saying
don't need to be. But I think he's saying rap is supposed to be for entertainment purposes only.
But don't be about that life. I think he's saying don't rap about that life because it's not you, and you're gonna make a kid go down take a wrong turn trying to be like you.
What if you're better at rapping about that life? There are certain things that we want to hear from certain people. Mm-hmm. Like Pusha T will always be able to rap about the things that he rap about. There are certain things that I want to hear Yo Gotti say. Mm-hmm. Certain things I want to hear Gucci say. Mm-hmm. Certain topics that Jeezy specializes in.
Well, if we stopped making rappers feel like they have to be real and said, hey, man, it's all entertainment, it'd be different.
I just said
but the problem, we said the same thing, I think.
Mm-hmm. But you got street purists, people who are in the street, a small 1%, who feel like they represent the black male consciousness, who think that everything that a rapper says on a record has to be
I used
real.
To feel like that when I was younger.
That takes away from the creativity.
Because sometimes they too strict.
You got to rap facts all day long.
But then you got chance to rappers. You got rappers like Kanye West. You got rappers like that.
Nobody wants to hear about how much you like cigarettes.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
performing at Coachella. Hey, there's a market for that.
It is.
But we're not trying to hear certain things from. We have topics that we do want to hear from Chance the Rapper. You know, the Coachella crowd, the chocolate with the mushrooms in it.
I feel like Bobby Shmurda. I don't want to talk about rap no more. I want to talk about the ghetto legends.
Charlamagne, you are
June
45.
20th on
45.
Netflix. That's right. I am grown.
We got our own.
We gonna talk about that when we come back.
June 20th on Netflix. 85 South Show got a stand-up special.
Get it together.
Called Ghetto Legends.
And we're gonna talk about it when we come back.
Based in the ghetto.
All right.
True story.
Now today's Kanye West's birthday. Can I do a Kanye mix? Cool.
Facts.
That's up to you.
Start with something off late registration.
Nah, play some of the stuff don't nobody like. Play me something off Yeezus.
Oh boy, here's the Breakfast Club.
Blood on the Leaves.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.